Imagine stepping into a ghost city where endless roads stretch to the horizon without a single car and colossal buildings stand silent under the sun. This is Naypyidaw, Myanmar's $4 billion capital, a place so bizarre it feels like a glitch in reality. Spanning a mind-boggling 7,000 square kilometers, this city is massive, big enough to fit 4 Londons, or almost 9 New York cities inside. Its concrete arteries include staggering 20-lane highways, wide enough for a Boeing 747 to land, yet they are eerily empty. The airport, built to handle 3.5 million passengers a year, often sees only a few hundred. A towering 99-meter pagoda, a perfect replica of a national treasure, watches over deserted streets. Designed for millions, this city is currently home to fewer than 800,000 people. This technical marvel, or perhaps a massive engineering blunder, raises one chilling question. Why would a government build such an empty, sprawling capital? For a long time, the country now known as Myanmar was called Burma. But in 1989, a powerful military government, which took control in the 1960s, changed the country's name. Their rule was often harsh and violent. For example, in the 1960s, when students protested at Yangon University, soldiers were sent in, and hundreds were shot. The military also canceled elections when they didn't like the results, arresting those who won. Myanmar has faced the world's longest ongoing civil war, with a history of military coups and intense fighting. For over 150 years, the bustling city of Yangon was Myanmar's capital. It was a huge city, home to more than 7 million people. But the military government said Yangon was too crowded and had outgrown its roads and buildings. They claimed they needed a fresh start, a new city with more space and better planning. What they didn't tell anyone was that a new capital was already secretly being built. Satellite images show construction started around 2002. Just 3 years later, in 2005, the new city was revealed. Its name, Naypyidaw, meaning Home of Kings, was officially announced in March 2006. The entire project cost an estimated $4 billion, a truly shocking amount for a country whose total economy at the time was less than $10 billion. Naypyidaw is unbelievably huge. It covers a total area of about 7,000 square kilometers. To help you picture that, imagine fitting the entire city of London, about 1,572 square kilometers, into Naypyidaw more than 4 times. Or picture New York City, and Naypyidaw is 6 times bigger. Yet, this giant city is home to fewer than 800,000 people today, a tiny number compared to Shanghai's 26 million residents, even though Shanghai is a bit smaller in area. This makes Naypyidaw feel like a real-life ghost city, straight out of a movie about a world after people disappeared. The sheer difference between the city's vast size and its small population tells an important story. If the goal was to build a busy, normal capital for many people, then this city is a huge failure. But if the real goal was to create a safe place for the government and military where they could control everything and keep people away, then the emptiness might be exactly what they wanted. One shocking sight in Naypyidaw are its roads. You'll find huge highways with 20 lanes in some places, stretching for miles. Imagine a road wider than many airport runways, but these roads are almost always empty. Sometimes a single truck might drive by, having the entire road to itself. There are also massive 16-lane highways that run perfectly straight for kilometers, looking exactly like airplane runways from high above. And then there are the roundabouts, so vast and strange you won't find anything like them anywhere else. Some are in the middle of 16-lane highways, with smaller roads that oddly bypass them, only to then meet the highway at a sharp 90-degree angle. This planning makes no sense for normal traffic and would cause huge traffic jams if the roads were ever full. These oversized, empty, and strangely laid out roads suggest they were built for something beyond everyday car traffic. They hint at a military purpose, like allowing planes to land quickly or moving large numbers of troops. The confusing design could even be a way to make it harder for anyone trying to cause trouble to get around. One particular road running south from Naypyidaw is even more unsettling. It's known as Death Highway. Since it opened in 2010, this road has seen many deadly crashes. There's even a strange sign along its side, written in English, that some say is the last thing drivers see before a fatal accident. The constant danger and high deaths on this road shows serious problems in its safety design. This suggests quality issues found elsewhere in Naypyidaw's construction might have made this road especially dangerous. Even the city's main airport is a study in emptiness. It was built to handle up to 3.5 million passengers every year. Its main runway stretches an incredible 3,657 meters long, and the taxiway is 3,700 meters long and 30.5 meters wide, big enough for the largest planes. The apron, where planes park, covers a huge 135,408 square meters and can hold 10 aircraft at once. The control tower stands 62 meters tall, but on most days, you'll see only a few hundred people there. The city also boasts dozens of fancy luxury hotels, but their pools are empty and many rooms have never been used. Even the Grand Apadasanti Pagoda, a religious monument that stands 99 meters tall, is often deserted. It's a near exact copy of a famous pagoda in the old capital, Yangon, only 30 centimeters shorter. Its name, Apadasanti, means protection against calamity, which is a curious choice for a city built in such secrecy. Naypyidaw is not like other cities. It's divided into strict zones: a residential zone, a ministry zone, a military zone, a hotel zone, a shopping zone, and even an international zone for foreign embassies. These zones are spread out and don't connect logically, making it hard to find a city center or navigate easily. In the residential zone, there are 1,200 four-story apartment blocks. Strangely, the color of a building's roof tells you what job the people living inside do. For example, blue roofs are for health workers, and green roofs are for agriculture workers. High-ranking officials live in about 50 large mansions. This strict, separated layout makes it feel less like a city for people and more like a controlled compound. This massive city, with its empty roads and grand buildings, came with a huge price tag, estimated at $7 billion. This was a shocking amount for a country like Myanmar, whose entire economy was less than $10 billion at the time. Worse than the cost was the quality of work. Construction was rushed, and there was often no proper quality control. Engineers involved in the project said less cement was used in concrete mixes for roads and buildings to save money, leading to weak structures. This became painfully clear on March 28, 2024, when a powerful 7.7 magnitude earthquake hit. The quake caused widespread damage, with 116 of 1,556 government staff buildings collapsing and another 494 severely damaged, making 610 buildings unsafe to live in. Even important places like the presidential residence, the parliament complex, and many ministries suffered heavy damage. Some government offices had to move into tents or even temporarily back to Yangon. The military leaders are now planning to rebuild, promising new staff housing that can stand up to magnitude 8 earthquakes, and thinking about building smaller, stronger structures. But no one has been held responsible for the poor quality that led to so much destruction. The official story for building Naypyidaw was that Yangon was too crowded, but many believe the real reasons were deeper and darker. Experts think the military leaders were very worried about the huge population in Yangon, fearing a large-scale uprising. They were also nervous about a possible attack from the sea. This deep fear drove their decision to move the capital to a quiet, inland area nestled between two mountain ranges, the Bago-yoma and the Shan-yoma, which act like giant natural walls. Deep inside the city, they built a heavily guarded government complex with fences and moats patrolled by soldiers. There are strong rumors of a vast network of underground tunnels beneath the city, said to connect key buildings and stretch long distances. Chillingly, some say North Korean experts, known for being top tunnel builders, helped design them. These tunnels would offer incredible safety and allow secret movement. Perhaps the military deliberately left most of the city empty, meaning less chance of a large protest. Those super wide roads could make it easy for the army to move quickly and put down uprisings, or even serve as secret military runways for planes to land anywhere in the city. The confusing layout might also be on purpose, making it harder for protesters to find their way around. In this view, Naypyidaw isn't really a city at all. It's a giant military fortress. These theories have never been officially confirmed, but consider what's happening today. Since the military launched another coup in 2021, Myanmar has been in a civil war. Battles and protests rage in Yangon and other populated areas. Meanwhile, Naypyidaw, sitting right in the middle of the country, remains largely empty and untouched by the conflict. The military leaders are tucked away safely inside their strange capital, far from the fighting. This current situation shows the city's design is working exactly as intended, proving its value as a secure command center. What do you think? Why was Naypyidaw truly built? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video shocking and interesting, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep dive.